Welcome back. Part 2 it is. And yes. What do you want?
Let each look after his neighbour, and he will be looked after in return.
You don't want to talk to me no more. That's good. That's fine with me. No quests. No, that's that. Are we done? Are we done? Excuse me. Yeah, we're done. We're going. That is what we're doing. Getting out of this rather depressing little town or village. In fact, don't know whether not to go back to camp first. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we could do that. Back to camp. Anyway, you guys have been awfully quiet. You barely said anything in the last episode. No? Morrigan, nothing to say? Yep. You're probably upset that I've left Alistair behind. I'm thinking, you know, he was the guy who knew more about this job than him. Oh, there's Sandal and Bodan. Right. Are we ready? Oh, game saved for me. Thank you. Gather your party and venture forth. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay. Not okay. Rip.
Bad dreams.
Wrong game. Yeah, it did seem real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was. Hearing them.
Right,
the Archdemon, it talks to the Horde. And we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Okay. Yeah. So the Archdemon's the dragon, I gather, so... Big question. Why didn't Duncan just tell the king that and everybody else, and then we would have got the backup we needed?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing.
Why don't we
It
go
takes
into
a
more
bit, but
detail?
Eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Yeah. Any other surprises? I'm not going to grow scales or anything.
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Ain't that? Just peek. A king's confident. Okay. Quest updated. King's confident. There are rumours that a fellow survivor of Ostagar has escaped the prisons of Ban Loren and is seeking the aid of the Grey Wardens. The band's land lie in the northwest reaches of the Banon. The escaped prisoner has likely taken refuge in the deep woods of the estate. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Just go wild, the blight. Blackstone regulars. Party camp. Enchantment. Talk. Bodan and Sandal, the two dwarfs from outside of Lothering, seem to have pulled a wagon to the outskirts of the camp. You should talk to them both and see what services they can offer. So they did follow us in the end after he said he wouldn't. Rip. Quiet. Liliana. Alistair. Levi. What are you barking at?
Oh, why, you little...
What now?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Oh dear. Hey, come on. Enough. War dog or not, he's on our side. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yes, idiot. Right. Where to? Let's go say hello to our dwarven friends.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service, once again.
Okay.
I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Fine with me. Right. You're free to stay, mind your business. Let me see your wares. Have you been following us? What are you selling exactly? Yeah, what are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
So you're just gonna tag along, okay. So, you've been following us then?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
Okay. Just mind yourselves then.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Okay, do we have any enchantments? I don't think we do. Probably not. Never mind, right. In that case, who have we got with us? Alistair, Stenliana, and Morrigan. And you. What's your problem? Let's have a quick word with you then.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Levitation? No? Oh, never mind. Yes, Duncan never did mention you, but I recognise Dryden. It's a black name, isn't it?
But Tairn Cousland's son should be well aware that in politics things are seldom as they seem.
Oh, I know.
Say what you will of my family, we're ardent Warden supporters and have been since the beginning. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
Get to the point. Go on. What promise did he make you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay. Next.
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But
no
Dryden's
feeling.
tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Right, so what's this favour you asked to Duncan then?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Yeah, never heard of the place.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back.
Oh,
I
that's
spent
promising.
years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Right, so get to the point about how this helps the Wardens.
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Right. Okay. Yeah, why didn't Duncan help you, by the way?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak.
Not
but he
useful
never
enough
had
to
the
take with
chance.
us, huh? Right. Okay, I'll help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Yeah, okay. When I get around to it, I will. Now. Alistair.
What do you need?
Yeah, let's have a quick word.
Ask away.
Yeah, Arleman, he said he raised you.
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
Okay. Thought you were raised by the Chantry.
Oh, there you go, listening to me again. You'd think you'd have gotten past that already. I ended up in the Chantry, sure, but I didn't start there. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard.
Ooh.
And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Right. So, if he wasn't your father, who is?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important. Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her.
Yeah.
Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Oh. Okay. So, yeah, but you were probably luckier than most orphans.
I suppose you're right. I wasn't raised as the Arl's son, though, if you're picturing that. I slept in hay, out in the stables, not on silk sheets. I
No.
remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Yeah, you were young though.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Cailan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Oh, interesting. Well, we got a little bit of history about Alistair, and impressed him in the meantime. Right, we shall head off. I think we'll go to the mages first, but that will be in the next episode. This has been Rabidon, this has been Dragon Age Origins, and I hope you rate, comment and subscribe. I shall see you next time. Bye bye for now.